Here we are. This is the Corvette C8 Stingray. And oh boy, is this a brilliant car. Of course, we're here at Daytona. There's no better place, I think, to test out this car than Daytona. The World Center of Racing, of course. I mean, just look at this car, first of all. Corvette C8, of course, is the first Corvette to not have the engine up the front. So that makes this car very special. So that's of course the first thing. The rear engine, mid engine, whatever you want to call it for this car. It definitely has a supercar feel to it. It definitely feels like the Corvette's jumped from a sports car to a supercar with this. Now the Corvette, for me, the C7 was brilliant. I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of the Corvette before the C7s, like the C6, the C5. Like they're cool, but I wasn't like super, oh, I love this car. When I seen the Corvette C7, I was like, oh, that car is awesome. But the Corvette C8 just takes it to another level. And yeah, it's just brilliant to drive. Of course, here we're taking this thing to 200 miles an hour at Daytona, ripping around the track. But the real question is, what can it do when we throw it a few turns, right? Let's see what this car can do when we ask it to brake and go to the infield of Daytona. Here we've gone to the Daytona road course to try out this Corvette. Now we do have some times here that have been set, so we can see where this kind of goes on our ranking board of cars that I've driven. Of course, the Toyota GR Super Racing Concept. That I'd imagine should be the fastest one on the board and should stay the fastest. But similar power, PP 700.85, the Lexus LFA, against the Corvette C8. That's going to be a real challenge there. Those are cars that I've selected to use for our open class in GT7 Racing Champions. So we'll see how it goes up against the Lexus LFA's time. Of course, we did try out, I believe, the Lexus LFA at this track for part of our video for that. So, of course, this Corvette is a very powerful car. The Stingray, which we have here, has 495 horsepower. Now, you can get the E-Ray, which I don't believe is in this game, but that is basically a hybrid Corvette. Brakes are not the best. Okay. Wow. Brakes really said, nah, I'm good through that section. Holy hell. So yeah, if you get the E-Ray, that has 655 horsepower for the combined engine of the regular internal combustion engine with the hybrid electrical portion of it. So, Chris, that's probably the way to go. Personally, if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the E-Ray. I think the hybrid technology is very interesting. I'm definitely not for electric cars. I think that's whack. But I think that when you get the best of both with internal combustion and with the electrical components of hybrid, I think that's the real way to go for cars. And I would definitely be all about that. Of course, there is the Z07 as well, which has 670 horsepower, but we're just here with the basic Corvette. Now, this thing doesn't feel like it handles the track as well as the Lexus LFA, which I figured would be the thing when we kind of put it on turns. How well would it perform? Unfortunately, I feel like it has that flaw that a lot of American cars have. They don't turn very well, which is unfortunate because America has some brilliant cars, but they don't turn well. They don't brake well. You know, in America, we're really good at making a car go very fast in a straight line. But our cars don't turn well. They just don't. You know, this car, I could probably... I gotta see what I can do for it to be usable in our racing series. Our issue in that is you gotta be 700.99 pp or lower, and to get to the 700 mark I had to add a lot to it. The issue is now we're in a spot where I fucked it up. Alright, let's try this again. So overall, right, rating this car, ranking this car. How well do we feel it does, right? How good of a car is this Corvette? I mean, quite frankly, it's very good in a straight line. But you give it a corner, and it's got a serious problem. And to be honest with you, I'm quite disappointed by that. I am curious to see how it does here in a time trial scenario, right? Giving it a lap around the track, which I think we will use Daytona Road Course as kind of a testing ground for all of our cars in this series. So I got to get some of the other ones that we tested, because we did Lexus LFA, we've done the Porsche 911, so I got to take that around the track here in a time trial, and the Subaru BRZ. So this will be our fourth one of these videos. But yeah, I definitely would like to have like the race car version of this. I think it would maybe do well in the GR3 class. But overall, taking this car, putting it here on a track, I don't think it's it, unfortunately. I really don't think this car is the one to use in that series. I think the Lexus LFA has it beat. I mean, you see this thing through these corners. It's just not doing what you want it to do. So, that's a bit disappointing. Let's see where it goes on our timing chart. I don't think it's gonna be great. It is not. If you look at this ranking board here at the track, it did not perform well. So I'm going to take the other two cars on the track off camera, and we'll have a ranking here at Daytona Road Course of how well all the cars we've tested in this series go around Daytona Road Course. But either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this Corvette down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.